So I wanted to thank you both for coming. You know, we had to reschedule, I think, because of the snow.
That's
Some
right.
of these things happen, right? I think everybody on this island knows what the International Film Festival does. They know of it. They just don't understand it. They don't understand where the films come from. They don't know what kinds of films are shown. So they have a lot of questions, and obviously you guys have been very successful, and you've been doing this for a while, right?
We've been doing the Lighthouse International Film Festival for 18 years.
18 years.
This is going to 18. So I guess now we're grown-ups.
That was a genuine laugh. I don't laugh that much. So this is Christine Rooney, and Christine, what's your position there?
I am actually the Managing Director of the Lighthouse International Film Festival, and I have been with the festival since year one. Well, Serge and I are bonding over here.
Wow, Serge.
So this is year 18. I've been doing it since year 18, and the growth and outreach and recognition worldwide has just been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and Natalie Caricato, right? Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Okay, I had to practice that 5 times.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. I am the lead programmer for Lighthouse International Film Festival and the director of the Film Society.
Okay, and are you also involved in selecting films? Or part of the committee involved in selecting films?
Yeah. So,
and by the way, sorry to interrupt you, but you're going to be a big hit because everybody on the show watches this for my co-host, not for me, or not for the guests.
Right.
So being that you guys are here and he loves you guys, this is going to be a big hit. Sergi, come over here, buddy. Come on. Go ahead, if you don't mind.
So Christine and I choose the films for the Film Society. That's our year-round programming on the island.
Mm-hmm.
And then during the festival, we have a team of programmers led by Amir Bogan, who's our artistic director. And we have different categories, features and documentaries, which Amir and I work on a lot with the help of a lot of LBI screeners. And then we have shorts.
Mm-hmm.
We have a dark house section that is, our horror and fantasy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is growing. It's really been growing the last few years.
I bet.
A surf program and a TV and episodic program.
Oh, wow.
Am I missing anything?
I think that's it.
So
this goes on throughout the year, right?
Well, the Film Society goes on throughout the year, mostly from September until March.
Mm-hmm.
Twice a month.
Twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just did the Oscar shorts. We have upcoming film about documentary about the Catskills. We met at Grossinger's.
Right.
And that's at the Foundation on March 26th.
Mm-hmm.
And one more program that we snuck in on May 1st. Our executive director, Will Kuhn, is doing a program. It's like a multimedia program. We're showing slideshow clips and lecture on 10 films that changed American comedy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And the summer is really like when you guys really focus too, right?
June.
You have so many things going on in June, not to mention, household names that are coming here to the island.
That's true. We're really excited. The film festival this year is June 10th through the 14th.
Yeah.
And for people who are interested in attending, I'll kind of give you a quick update. There's 3 ways to attend the film festival. Number 1 is you buy an all-access pass, which is everything. We do 2 breakfasts with the filmmakers, one at Hotel LBI, one at Parker's. We do panels. There are networking parties. There are events throughout the weekend that all-access pass holders can attend.
Mm-hmm.
For those people who are bingers and don't want to party at night or get up early in the morning, we have the film only pass. And that's every film, every day, all night. And both of those films mean that you have priority entry. So you're the first folks in, hopefully not the last ones out. So that gives you a lot of opportunity to view things, at your leisure, because you don't need to reserve or tickets, you just have to line up.
Yeah. So
you can also buy individual tickets.
Yeah. So your market is pretty large.
Yeah.
Because here a lot of folks just think that anything that is being offered here on LBI is mostly focused for people on LBI, that is very LBI centric, and I know that's not the case, right?
We are sponsored and supported by the Ocean County Commissioners of Tourism and New Jersey Travel and Tourism. So we advertise extensively in Ocean County, of course, but in the tri-state area. We do commercials, we do news, we do Google ads. We fill hotel rooms here. We bring a lot of economic business to the community with restaurants, hotels, car rentals, gift buying, all of those things. The festival is a real economic boost right at that, what we call the shoulder season. And we bring films from all over the world. As a matter of fact, twice the Lighthouse Film Festival has been given the award of one of the 25 coolest film festivals in the world by Movie Maker magazine, which is a pretty big deal in the movie world.
Wow. And the word cool is pretty significant on this island. People remember what cool meant.
Right.
Based on that demographic.
We're kind of our little catch is, great films in a gorgeous location with a cool beach vibe.
Yeah.
So a lot of film festivals you go may seem a lot like hold galas. We don't do that. We do beach parties. We do dance parties. We have, we're kind of a laid back, but a very sophisticated. The films we bring from all over the world. As a matter of fact, one of our shorts is now in the Oscar contention. We've had several films that have been on the short list. And in the past, we've had films that have been nominated and have won an Oscar.
Wow.
So these are films that you would have to travel to Philadelphia, New York, a big city to see, and they come right here to Long Beach Island. And we're affordable.
The folks that actually that do come for your film festival here in June, and you may have said this already, where do they hail from? Do they come from all over the country to participate?
Well, our filmmakers come from all over the world. We bring
yeah.
filmmakers from Iran, not Iran, from Israel, from Germany, from France, Canada.
Korea.
Yeah, everywhere. South Korea.
Korea.
We've brought people from every place.
Yeah.
And but the people who are not local residents or in our zip code, so to speak, they come from all over the tri-state area. We have people that come from Washington D.C., stay in the hotels, so it's a really interesting crowd. A film festival is more than just go to the movies.
Yeah.
Right. Natalie and I go to a lot of film festivals. It's all about the whole scene.
Yeah.
It's going to the movies. It's going out to making plans to go to lunch and have that martini or drink before the next film.
Yeah.
Catch breakfast, either breakfast at the filmmakers or someplace else. It's the panels and discussions afterwards that are fascinating.
Yeah.
You get a real look at the filmmakers behind the scene, what motivates them. You can ask questions. There's a lot of conversation that goes on around the films.
So 18 years, that's a long time. So imagine a lot of film producers, directors are reaching out to you, right? I mean, you're obviously marketing. You always have to market your business. You got to advertise. I love public relations myself, but you're always advertising and doing PR work. But imagine, I don't know, it's just my guess, that because you're so established and based on what you just said, that your credentials, that if I'm an independent filmmaker, I reach out to you, right? I want to be considered.
Yeah,
Natalie can talk to that.
Yeah, so most of the our submissions come in through a platform called Film Freeway, and we communicate with filmmakers through that, like email blasts, and they submit directly to that. We also meet a lot of filmmakers at different festivals. Our team is 4 people from our team are at South by Southwest in Austin right now. They just arrived there. Yeah, so we have been, the 2 of us have gone together as well.
Right. We've been to Sundance, Telluride, Toronto, New York City Film Festival. We actively solicit top-notch films.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question about it. You wouldn't be in the business you're in.
Right.
You guys wouldn't be in the roles that you're in, and it wouldn't be around for 18 years. You know, this kind of reminds me a little bit, I don't know, I'm going off on the tangent, but it's not really. It's almost like Formula One racing, you know. Some of these places that these events are had are smaller towns, or even Le Mans, you know, like the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Some of these towns, there's not a lot going on. And all these tourists, all these race enthusiasts are specifically coming for this reason. Now, you know, you talked about all these people coming here in June. I mean, this must be a tremendous boost. I'm going to get on another tangent here, but for the local businesses here, hospitality, the restaurants here,
shops.
So should we blame you guys for all the traffic congestion here?
Hopefully, yes. And you know, the other thing that Natalie and I and the film festival in general and the society have been doing is we are actively pushing and bringing filming here to Long Beach Island and the region. We're part of the New Jersey Television and Film Commission. We just did an in-service for local businesses to get listed on their directory. And right here in this area this winter, we have had two films filming here that are closely associated with the film festival. And both of them have known names. One of them was Juliana Margulis was here.
Yes.
And John
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo was here.
I saw him.
Jennifer
I saw him on Sunday night, actually, at one of our local establishments here.
Yeah. And Jennifer Esposito is also here. And they're here for the month. And David Barham, who is actually a Long Beach Island summer resident long term, is the director, and he's also on the board of the Lighthouse Film Festival. So every festival, we ask the commissioners to come down and talk to the community and filmmakers about filming in New Jersey and about filming in on Long Beach Island. And the towns have to get film ready. They have, because we have found that towns and places in New Jersey, and there's a bunch coming online, the more ready you are to welcome filming on the area, the more they're going to come. And we're the perfect location. And they like to do it off season, which is even better.
Right. Not as much traffic, not as much congestion. You can get your extras in there.
Right.
Yeah, we were extras.
Yes.
We were extras at the gateway.
That was going to be my next question. I was going to act like, I was surprised you guys that I know, you know. But I did do a little research on AI, you know, just because I did see, you know, some folks around the island, and some folks had asked me, because I mentioned that I was going to have the two of you on as guests today. So they asked me, did I see some movie going on? I said, well, yeah, okay. Watch the show and you'll find out all about it. So why don't you go into, you were both extras then,
We
right?
were both extras. So Oakleaf Media, which is a actual Manahawkin's Long Beach Island production company, they did a film, and they filmed all over the county, like mostly on Long Beach Island, Manahawk, and Tuckerton. And the film starred Juliana Margulis, and they were great. And so I got to be in that scene with her, which was really exciting. And they hired a bunch of our interns, because we have a really strong internship program. They hired some of our interns, and they hired some of our staff to work. So I was there as an extra, you know, just sitting in a chair. So no big role, but hopefully I'll see myself on the big screen.
Yeah, I mean, that's what most people hope for in life, you know.
Right.
I was on television. I was in a movie. You know, that's what people strive for. You know, a lot of times also people recognize the name, but they don't really know. So just to add a little clarity, she was on that hit show, right?
She
The
was
Good
on
Wife.
ER. She was on Good Wives.
Yeah.
And now she's on another show as well.
Yeah.
And then David Barham, who is a board member for the Lighthouse Film Festival and has a production company out of LA, but it's actually called 08008 Production Company. And he's filming here with John, and he'll be here a month, and he is basically filming all on LBI.
That's great.
And so you'll see him, you'll see Jennifer Esposito around, a few other people that you might recognize. So they're here, and they're here for a month, renting, eating, shopping, exploring the community. So
yeah, I grew up in Astoria, Queens, and there was a film that was going on there, and they actually was Bronx Tale.
Oh yeah.
And it was supposed to be in the Bronx, but they used scenes in Astoria, Queens
Right.
to film it.
Well, this is not neither of these are LBI stories as such. They take place on LBI, but it could be anywhere. I mean, they do show the beach and stuff, so we have LBI connection, but
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't, some people wouldn't recognize that they're on LBI.
But that's okay. That
Yeah.
even gives more bandwidth to what this island can provide in regards to
Exactly.
scenes anywhere that involve an ocean,
Right.
a bay.
And it's been really exciting because places like some of the diners and the coffee shops that have closed, they're happy to open up for the actors to come in and everything. So it's been pretty exciting.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent.
You know.
So, what would you want the viewers to know about how exciting it is for them to, start planning and get this on their calendars? I mean, this is just a few months away, right? The summer's just a few months away.
Yeah, June. Yeah.
Plan now.
Yeah.
Passes are on sale. Tickets come on sale in mid-May. But we do have one thing we can share, but a second thing that we can't share. And Natalie's looking at Lee like,
It's like
don't even think about
chomping
spilling
at
the
the
beans.
bit.
You don't have to. You don't have to. I mean, I did get the mayor in the first episode to indicate that he's running for re-election, but you don't have
I'm
to
not running
give
for
out.
re-election.
You don't have to give out. Okay.
So we have Jason Alexander
Yeah,
is
I was going
coming,
to bring him up.
which is great. And the week before the film festival, he will be doing an acting class. And we've already put out the word and gotten tons of applications. He is going to do a master class for actors. It's going to be a week long. It's at Bird and Betty's. And people will have an opportunity to audit the class, as far as be part of the audience. So he's doing that for a week long, and then he'll be there during the festival, and he's going to do, conversations with Jason. He'll be around town and adding to panels and that kind of thing.
Right.
We have a second guest, which that everyone's going to be really excited about, but we can't tell yet. So if I were you, I would be following our social media, sign up for our newsletter, watch the papers, because we're going to be announcing that on March 27th, I think.
Yeah.
The special guest, and that's going to be great.
One of the things for me living in this community is that we have a lot of boomers that live here, that are here full time, and I fall into that category too. And you can make a lot of associations with things that people watched, even people that are 10 years older than I.
Right.
They remember these things. We watch the same stuff. So I mean, Jason Alexander, in relative to all the other things, he's done many, many things.
Yes.
But people still associate him with Seinfeld, right?
Right.
Everybody's watched Seinfeld. Everybody knows him. Everybody knows his character. So even though you have a surprise guest that you're going to mention later, I think even his coming here and spending, a considerable amount of time on the island.
He'll be here over a week.
Yeah. And he was here last year too.
He was here last year, and with Nina Tessler, who used to be the head of Entertainment CBS, and she interviewed him, and she'll be back. So he was here for a week, and it was great fun. We showed a film that he had directed. It's retrospective, and our next special guest, featured guest that's coming again this year with Jason, is also a name everyone's going to recognize.
I bet. So, not to put you guys on the spot here, but over the, I guess since I was a teenager, I've often been misclassified or misrecognized as someone who I am not. In other words, it started when I was like maybe about 18 years old. And people would say, are you so-and-so, are you so-and-so? And I would say, no, I'm not. And then as I got older, it became a little bit more concerning because people would be driving and then they would stop and roll down the window and say, are you so-and-so?
Right.
And I always now came up with the adage, I don't know who you think I am, but I don't owe anybody any money.
Right,
Okay?
there you go.
So I'm a New Yorker. I kind of sound a little bit like that. Like a little bit like Ricky Ricardo. When Lucy got him excited, he went back into his native language. But the rest of the time, he sounded pretty good. I've been to Yankee Stadium, and there was a father and son who actually the father and son bet $100. The father believed that I was Steven Spielberg, and especially when I wear a ball cap.
Right.
Okay.
I walked around. I worked in New York most of my life, and folks have stopped me in the street. For different people, as I've gotten older, I guess I've changed in regards to whom they think I am.
Right.
But I've gone anywhere from Richard Gere to mostly Spielberg now, I guess. And when I wear a ball cap, and people have bet as much as $100.
Right.
Oh.
And
okay.
the other night, I was walking around, and there was a big party at the restaurant down in the corner. I won't mention names. Down in the corner, you guys know where
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. That, right there, the Italian place. And there was a big party of people that came in there, and private party, like 25, 30 people. And the guy running the party, I was walking by there, and the guy yells out, "Steven Spielberg is here!" And everybody starts clapping, and I just kept moving, So I'm just wondering, I mean, do you see anything? I don't want to put you on the spot, but...
Well, we know that there are celebrities, everybody knows, that comes to Long Beach Island, Ray Romano,
Yeah.
Jon Stewart. And one of the reasons they come and they like it is because it's pretty low key.
Yeah.
We're not like the Hamptons, we're not like Nantucket. It's pretty low key here. You can pretty much wander around Long Beach Island and not be, approached or called out. And that's one of the things that people really like about it, is that it is low key. And when you come here, I guess, except if you're Taylor Swift.
Okay, well, that's
except
kind
if
of
you're
tough.
Taylor Swift. But
She's got a look, she's got a certain look.
people like the laid back. The filmmakers that come to Long Beach Island consistently, because we run into them at Sundance and in New York and different places, they love Long Beach Island. They love the island vibe. The community is amazingly welcoming.
Yeah.
And really, if it wasn't for the support of the community, we couldn't do this. We are the most reasonable film festival you will ever attend. Our ticket prices and pass prices are meant to appeal and to allow people in the community to come. And the reason that we can do that is because the community, the businesses, the individuals donate everything. Mm-hmm. Like venues, food. We'll be partying at Joe Pop's, Queen City Marina, the Gables, Buckaloos. All of those businesses have stepped up. Places like Wally's supplies food, Fuzzaro's Pizza. I mean, there are very few places on the island that do not come out and support. The hotels donate, which means we can pass that saving on to the community and to people who come here, which makes us we always say we are an international film festival, but we are a grassroots organization. Mm-hmm. Most of the people who work at the festival, who run the festival, are Long Beach Island people. We have a team of over 200 volunteers that come, and volunteering's a blast. They have so much fun. They form friendships. They come back to the same place. I need my same place, same time, same shift. I'm like, okay. So it's a real community event, even though we have a really strong international presence and national recognition. Mm-hmm. We are still a Long Beach Island event.
I think there are a lot of people too. You mentioned volunteerism. I think there are a lot of folks that volunteer for different things here. I don't know that you necessarily need more volunteers.
We always need more volunteers.
I think that is would be a great opportunity for people. When you came here, you asked my wife. Volunteers with the film festival also, at the film festival also. But having said that, you guys asked, well, where is she? Well, she volunteers at the library. She's involved there. Then she's going to some other function. I don't want to mention names here. I guess the library's okay to mention. Some other function and then another function. I think people are very, very focused on volunteerism here. But this is I wouldn't say that. There's different kinds of volunteer work. I think this is like exciting, a little different maybe.
Opportunity to sort of get
a little edgier.
And it's fun, and the nice thing is that you get to interact with the people that are here. And as I said, these are fascinating films. Even if you don't agree with the topic, even if you're not sure how you feel about a film, it's going to make you think, it's going to make you converse. The people next to you are going to talk to you about it because everyone's watching the same film. That's one of the things about film festivals, is they also bring our community together in one shared space for one shared experience.
Well, these are real, not that I'm trying to pitch, but this is really, my perspective on things. A lot of famous filmmakers also, on the international stage and household names have decided, I'm going to kind of back away from it because most of what we see today are action films. A lot of this stuff you can generate, on your computer to some degree. There isn't enough drama out there. There aren't enough films out there that actually are trying to communicate a meaning, a bigger meaning than just the action that's going on. And so something for you to think about when you leave, something to inspire some thinking or change your opinion on certain things.
Or give you a slice of life that you haven't seen before.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like reading in the old days. We
Right.
used to read. People now watch. I don't know. They just watch an endless loop of stuff that really doesn't have any impact.
Right. We always say that independent films, they tell our story by the people who care about what is our story. So we have shown films all around the world, but they're all identifiable. We show films about people, coming of age. We have showed comedies. We show all kinds of things, documentaries, but it's really because these are the stories that matter to us, and we show a lot of things that talk about the topics of today.
Yeah.
Or a look back at things that happened in the past. So these are really, we have action films also, but they tell a story, and it's the story that matters to the filmmakers and matters to a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, that's a great point. And, like for instance, everybody knows who Tarantino is as a director. I mean, he has a certain style of film, It's not like something I would bring a child to. But he's decided he's going to, kind of leave film directing behind because he says, the kind of films that are being produced today for mass production, mass release, that's not really acting.
It's not the art.
It's not art. It's not acting. It's just action and blowing things up.
And we're talking about a high budget level, but when you're talking about independent film, there's really, you really have to go deep into the thought and your purpose because you don't have the bucks to make it into like, that giant action movie, which is a goal of a big budget film. But, we've had a lot of really great stories come out of our festival. My favorite last year was Omaha, still.
Yeah, that was your favorite.
Yeah, I still love that film. It really is a beautiful story that you really had not talked about, like set in Omaha, Nebraska. But it was a real story. It was about a father and his children and their struggles. But I really thought that one was incredible. But we have so many films. I'm really proud of our program.
Yeah, great.
We start screening films in August for the following June. And work really hard searching for the right program. And we have a great team of people that put it all together.
Yeah. I'm hoping we touched upon, because it's just a 30-minute show and we're kind of winding down. And I always ask, the guests just to, share something that they would want the viewers to understand about what's coming up, something maybe that we didn't touch upon or something you want to reinforce.
Well, one thing I wanted to mention when Natalie said we have great films, if you follow us on social media, on Saturdays, starting last week, we'll publish out on our social media films that are now available. So we're going to do like Finders Keepers. We're going to do Los Fricas, which is one of my favorite films. And when they come streaming on Apple or Hulu, we post that on our social media, on our Instagram, Facebook, and Threads page. So if you want to know, kind of follow us to see what we've done, because a lot of these come out eventually on streaming.
That's a good point.
And
that's
it may be 2 years after the film festival, because it's a long journey for filmmakers to go from idea all the way through the film festivals, film festivals now are really what is keeping the art alive. It's building the audience. It's giving filmmakers from around the world an opportunity to share their films to an audience, to get bought, to get recognition, to get into the papers. So film festivals are playing a really important role in independent filmmakers, for independent film artists. And it's communities like ours that come out and support that. And people support all ways. They buy passes. We have people who donate houses and apartments and host filmmakers and personnel in their homes. We have the community that donates all kinds of things. This is what keeps art alive. Because without that, no one's going to know our story.
Right.
Because today, your story is recorded. It's not written down. So independent films tell our story, and we are passionate about keeping that art alive.
That's great. Yeah. Anything you want to add? This is not like class. You don't have to participate.
I don't think people realize how much of a blast this is to participate in a festival, and especially one like ours. Just like the entire day, your entire day could be taken up with great films, great programs. The breakfast with the filmmakers on each of the 2 mornings, Friday and Saturday, is amazing. Like a whole panel of filmmakers who are showing their films that day. That's one of my favorite parts. But I also like the party at the end of the night, and sometimes the after party as well.
Well, Joan would tell me you guys have after parties. When I was in college, I'd go out at 10 o'clock.
Right.
And I'd come home. I don't want to say what time I came home. But it was after midnight.
Yeah.
When it all hangs out, as the song goes. I think it's a good boost for people on the island. To appreciate, because sometimes people settle into the same old kind of thing. They got their routines. This type of volunteer work would be really great for folks to just really get a different view of things that are out there, the arts. Most of the guests also that I've had on here, you are the first 2 that have come on here that have talked about films and arts and things of that nature. And I want to get more folks like you on the show also to just really change the pace of how people see life on this island.
Right.
And I sometimes think something like this and getting people involved in this would be like a shot in the arm, so to speak, a good shot in the arm.
Right.
Maybe some adrenaline there, just to get a different perspective on things. And I think this is an island where we have, and I hate to use this phrase, but I use it, artsy people.
Right.
And I don't know that they may be participating, but I think there'd be a lot of other people that this would be, okay, let me give it a shot. And I appreciate you 2 coming here today to tell the viewers.
Well, one of our big things we always say is Long Beach Island, we're more than a day at the beach.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We are a marine, we have maritime history here. We are a sophisticated community, and we need to get that word out.
Yeah. Well, you guys did a good job of doing that today. I'm sure we'll have a lot of folks watching this. Christine, Natalie, thanks very much. Thanks for watching, and see you real soon.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us, yeah.